Alright guys, so today we are going to do a little testing with the Blazer. Yesterday I went to drive the Blazer to pick up my truck and swap vehicles so I can work on the Blazer. While I was driving I decided, if you watched previous videos you may know that I'm having some what I think are transmission issues, but I decided to do a little test while I was driving. I popped it into neutral and then I just revved the motor up to see how high up the RPMs would go, and to my surprise the engine would only rev to about 3,200 RPMs and then it just died out. It would just stay flat there or bounce around. So rather than having a transmission issue, it's possible I have just a catalytic converter issue where it's blocking the exhaust. It's not flowing enough for the engine to fully rev up and also create the power that it needs to drive properly. It is possible that I also have two issues, catalytic converters as well as the transmission, but today we're going to do a little testing, see if the catalytic converters, if they're clogged, and see if we can resolve that issue. And then when we resolve that issue we'll be able to see how the transmission acts and whether or not I need to swap the transmission out or rebuild it. And I decided I'll do a little cold start for you guys so you can hear how loud it is. The muffler has been replaced with a cheap glass pack, but it's still really quiet, which makes me believe even more that the catalytic converters are clogged. So I'll do a cold start for you. You can also see in the video that the remote start will work the first time, which is another thing I resolved from the remote start video. At the time of that video I didn't have the tach sensor connected, so once I connected the tach sensor it would keep cranking until it started, and then I also fixed the return line issue, which was bleeding off pressure. So the fuel system keeps pressure a lot better now and it starts easier. Alright guys, so one of the things you might have noticed about my videos is I don't make how-to videos, at least not too many. I think I did kind of a few in the beginning, but they're kind of basic stuff. I'm not going to go too much into how-to as far as mechanical stuff. I've been working on cars since I was a kid and I love working on cars. I've taught myself a lot of the stuff that I know. So I'm not a trained mechanic and I don't claim to be, so that is one of the reasons I don't do how-to videos. When it comes to some of the mechanical stuff, especially safety stuff, I don't want to point people in the wrong direction or have anything that may endanger somebody, so I do things my way and it works for me. My cars are safe, but I'm definitely not a mechanic, and one good example of me not being a mechanic is me misjudging an issue with the ZR2 Blazer. In one of my last videos you've seen that I got a transmission for the ZR2 Blazer. Well, some testing I did following after getting that transmission, I realized that the truck wasn't revving up in neutral or parked, so I realized that there's something wrong with the truck not getting power, and it may or may not be the transmission. So I ended up getting the cats cut out, and then when I replaced one of the cats with a new cat, one cat in there, it's brand new, and it made a huge difference. The truck now drives normal and shifts, and I'm going to do a little before and after startup, so you'll hear the difference of actual flowing exhaust compared to before with a cold start. Example of why I am not a mechanic, but I figured it out and the truck drives a lot better now. So thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to see future videos. Thank you. Have a good one.